So there are three big trends going on in the car industry that CloudMade addresses. The first is the competition for the driver, which car makers are facing from tech companies like Google. The second is the competition from mobility services like Uber. And the third is the rise of electrification. CloudMade addresses each of these, and our role in the value chain is to provide the software building blocks to our customers, the car makers, to help them build user experiences that are far more engaging, and ultimately help them increase the amount of money they make from services that are delivered into the car. This is the most exciting time to be part of this industry for the last 100 years or so. We're seeing new alliances put together, like Daimler BMW's alliance around mobility services. And then we're seeing a lot of extremely well-funded startups like Lime, players like Lyft, like Uber. And what that's creating is a flood of different options for the driver and the traveler. One of the things the car makers have that these new companies do not have is their brand. I mean, these are some of the most trusted, most well-known brands in the world. And at CloudMade, we feel that the car makers are in a great position to become mobility hubs. So that if I'm a traveler and I want to go from A to B, I am faced with a huge number of choices of how I do that, the time at which I go, the transportation method at which I go on. We feel that the major OEM brands out there are in the best place to satisfy the needs of the customers in the new mobility world by marrying their brand heritage with new technologies, which will have to be extremely simple for the user, extremely engaging. And that's where CloudMade comes in. So at CloudMade, we got a whole range of different solutions. The theme that unites them all is intelligent mobility. This idea that the way that I go from A to B could be far simpler, far more straightforward. Broadly at CloudMade, we have two solution sets. The first we call intelligent vehicle, and this is all of the different components that go inside the car. So these are building blocks, software components that allow use cases like predictive navigation, like predictive cabin setup. So when you get in the car knew that you were coming and it's used your profile to set up the cabin for you. Like intelligent climate control, so that the car is always set up the perfect temperature for you. A second set of building blocks we have attached to mobile devices and apps and services. In this area, we're able to do things like gather the data from the driver in a mobile device and use that to build a mobility profile, which can predict where they need to go to, what time they want to leave. That in turn can be used to enable services like car sharing, like refueling. We know how much fuel or charge you have in a car, we know where you're going. So the two major domains CloudMade cover today are the in-car experience and then the apps and services on mobile and in-car. So we would love our customers to try out our building blocks. We are very used to running proof of concepts with customers. If customers would like to get started, they can send us an email to the address that's appearing on the screen right now. One of our team will get back to them. We can bring a demo to them. We can bring a whole car and set of apps and services that we can show them.